Man, you're too old to be on the race.
Apparently, we're too old to be on the race. Yeah.
Too old.
That's apparently the consensus because the entire season it looks to be like everybody's under 12 or something.
Well,
it's not true, but
it's the millennial season.
Yeah.
So they're trying to attract millennials
who don't watch TV anyway because they're too busy watching their iPhones.
I don't understand. I mean, we're getting ahead of ourselves. We haven't even introduced ourselves. Gord and Wayne.
Gord and Wayne. Amazing Race Canada, Season 5, Episode 1.
Back to that stuff. You know, every time the Amazing Race, doesn't matter what it is, does some sort of, we want to attract this audience, and we're going to cast these people to attract this audience. It never works.
They don't get that audience.
They don't get that audience, and the rest of the fans are going, what are you doing?
Yeah, most of the millennials I know don't watch Amazing Race at all in any of its iterations.
Yeah, you know, it's just some guy. I mean, I really can't. We can't sort of blame producers, but not over much. Because it's sort of to blame CTV, who says we want millennials, get the kids, get the hip kids. I want to see the hip kids watching my show.
No, they introduce the teams pretty meh. You know, okay, so what?
Well, I like the teams. I liked are I think. Zed and
Shabir.
Okay. They have potential.
They do. That's the father and son.
Father and son.
Yeah.
I think. Is it
the brother and sister out of Montreal?
The brother and sister are pretty good. The personal trainers, Corey and
personal trainers. It looks at the initial opening. It looks like he's been dragged into this by her. She really wants to do this, and he's like, "I will do this because you tell me."
They might be interesting.
They might be good. They might be good.
The couple from Edmonton, still not sure about them.
I'm really not sure about them. The
guy's
got arms as thick as my thighs, but other than that, I'm not seeing any potential here.
That's part of the thing. I was watching the race. I'm going like, yelling, always, dancing, and doing this
is irritating.
Doesn't show personality. I saw so many teams doing this. Or yelling some sort of phrase. I don't want to say it because I'm tired of it already.
Yeah, exactly. The frat boys are the most annoying group, and yet
I've seen Fubar and Fubar 2, and that's fine. I don't need to see someone say "giver"
ever again. Yeah. Task, Signal Hill, Morse code.
Good task.
It was a good task.
That's a good task.
It was a very good task.
That was the best task of the whole.
For us, I mean, for us that task, that task might have been a little bit difficult for me with tinnitus because you're hearing a ringing constantly anyway. But even I was able on the show to actually discern the beeps and the dashes, so it probably would have been all right. You know, it was a good task. It was a challenging task, and like 3 seconds into it,
they
quits and takes a penalty.
For first task of Amazing Race Season 5.
Episode 1.
Episode 1.
Let's quit. We're not 5 minutes. Did they even try?
I have no idea. Can't tell. We're going to quit and move on.
And they moved on. And as soon as they quit and moved on, 4 other teams right behind them. Bang, bang, bang. They're all on their 2 flights from St. John's all the way to Vancouver. Go to the Capilano Bridge.
Cross the bridge. Meet the lady with the
find the Falconer.
Falcon.
Get your next clue.
This
is not exactly a big task.
Go to the gas guy. Get your next clue. I mean,
Gassy Jack in
Vancouver. I was playing that game.
That's how disinterested you were in the episode.
I was more into that game.
Yeah.
I'm jumping ahead of myself, but once I got to Vancouver, I was like, oh, look, I got that question right. Oh, look, I'm number 40. Oh, look. Oh, what's happening in the race? Oh, yeah, all right. I got a tightrope.
Some attention. So the tightrope task. To go out the Fairmont, Vancouver, go up to the roof, get out the window, go onto a tightrope. I mean, not that big a deal. They've got a line across the top, a line across the bottom, a big rope to hold on to so you don't fall.
Obviously, it's probably slightly challenging.
It's a little challenging. And if it's windy, and some of them said it was getting a bit windier, okay, I can see that being a challenge.
When you look back at this hike task to last year's hike task, the handrails and all the stuff that happened there, wow, that was exciting. This one was like...
This was meh.
Someone went, I'm a little dizzy because I spun too much, so I'm going to sit for a bit and close my eyes.
Yeah.
And then they made a big dramatic thing. We'll go to commercial. Will they or will they not continue? Of course they will.
Of course they're going to continue. Eventually, everybody gets
I was top 40 in race play. Hey,
there you go. That was more fun.
It was. I'm sorry.
It's a sad statement for the first episode.
It was. I was like going, what's going on? Oh, look at me. I was acting exactly like a millennial.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Yeah. So that maybe that'll work because the millennials may actually not be watching the show. They'll be like going, oh.
Well, maybe that'll get the target market.
And then the ratings will be up, but no one's actually paying attention to the show. So who knows? We're completely
we could be wrong. You know, we could be wrong.
I've been wrong before. Maybe
occasionally.
I've been less right, not wrong.
There you go. Never admit that because the kids will watch you. The tightrope. We now go to
the detour. Pedal or paddle. I was paying attention.
There you go.
Because I had to ask.
Now, see, I think pedal.
I had to answer a question.
Yeah, pedal. I think would have been the easier one. I've seen dragon boats.
Yeah,
I've looked. I know people who've competed in dragon boat races. The rowing part is pretty easy. The steering, you know, I mean, you can steer. It's the remembering what orders to give. You're going to say one thing and it's supposed to be something else. So you got to remember that. But it's not that many orders.
No.
And in the paddle, it's not a timed race. All you got to do is make it through the course.
Yeah.
So you could have done that nice and slow.
I think if they made it timed, it would have been really more interesting.
It would have been more interesting, and it would have been harder.
Harder.
Pedal, basically polo on bike, doing worse. You eventually got it. Everybody gets it.
Everybody gets it.
It's pretty simple.
Everybody gets it. Everybody does paddle. I mean,
so
the giver guys yell "give her" again and again, and give her and
yeah. Whatever they were giving her for, I do not know. But eventually, detour's all done. Everybody's heading to
some botanical garden to see the maze.
Yes, Van Dusen Botanical Gardens.
There you go.
There you go.
You were paying attention.
I was paying some attention, but you notice that, I wrote nothing. So
no
notes today.
No notes.
And get into the maze and find John at the center of the maze.
Yeah, easy stuff.
Number one is
Giver.
Oh.
I'm tired.
A little annoying, but
Oh.
Team number two, actually, rival number two, are the quitters. They came in second.
No, they did not.
But they were the second.
Well, they
ones
came
to
in
arrive.
second, but they had.
They now have a
2
2-hour
hours.
penalty.
Yes.
And a 2-hour penalty. When you think, a penalty, no big deal. We're gonna have a big lead on everybody. They had a very minimal lead on people.
Pretty lucky. I think they're pretty lucky. And hopefully
they had their 2-hour. Watch the next team come in. Who's number two?
The personal trainers, I think.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. See.
Corey Navana?
We're usually confused in the first episode because there's a lot of teams. But even I was kind of, because I wasn't really paying attention and it was not very interesting. It was okay. And like we said before,
they all seem very bland.
We wanted to like it. We don't want to seem bitter because it's 5 years and they haven't cast Gord and Wayne yet.
That's true. We are a little bit bitter.
We wanted to enjoy the show because we love the show. And to see this episode being what it was and the teams not really showing any personality that much.
It was not a good, celebrating Canada's 150th. It is not, I mean, I love the, coast to coast, the initial coast to coast flight. I think that was great. Awesome idea.
Yeah.
But other than that, there was nothing else that really ties.
When you look back at this first episode, last year's first episode, fantastic.
Yeah.
And even all the other seasons' first episodes
were really good.
And this was like, meh.
So that's it. So we're, Deb and Aaron are gone. Giver is team number one. Sorry about that. Congratulations to them. I mean, okay, great. Come on.
If they show more personality, if they just keep doing this Giver stuff and that's all we get from them,
it's going to be old.
It's old already.
It's going to be like us.
Yeah, we're old.
And we don't do that.
No.
We just bitch and moan.
All the time.
It's part of our persona.
All the time.
So that's our review of Episode 1, Season 5, Amazing Race Canada.
They're going to Fort McMurray next time.
They are.
And there's 3 express passes up for grabs, which is, I worry about this.
Should be a better episode.
I hope so.
We'll see.